Ever pondered why a baker's dozen amounts to 13, not 12? It's a question that's baked itself into the heart of our culinary culture. So let's dig in, shall we? Once upon a time in the medieval England, there existed laws that intricately tied the price of bread to the price of the wheat used in its making. A baker found guilty of selling undersized loaves at an inflated price could face severe penalties, including fines and even flogging. Imagine that, a flogging for a loaf of bread. Given the unpredictability of the baking process, ensuring uniformity in size and weight was a constant challenge. From fluctuations in dough rise to variations in air content, numerous factors could tip the scales against the baker. And remember, this was an era when many bakers didn't even have scales to weigh their dough. To avoid the wrath of the law and the risk of a surprise flogging, bakers began adding a little extra to their offerings. They'd toss in an additional loaf or two just to be sure they weren't shortchanging their customers. That's how, dear listeners, a baker's dozen came to mean 13 or sometimes even 14. It was a simple act of self-preservation, a buffer against the unpredictable nature of baking and stringent laws. Now let's travel in time to the 13th century England. Here, bakers had earned a notorious reputation for shortchanging their customers, selling smaller baked goods at full price. This led King Henry III to introduce a stringent law. Any baker found selling underweight bread or overcharging for it would face harsh consequences. To minimise any margin of error, bakers began including an extra loaf in their standard dozen. Safety first, right? Speaking of safety, let's delve into the tale of Van Amsterdam, a baker known for his honesty and exceptional St. Nicholas cookies. He was a stickler for precision, always giving his customers exactly what they paid for, nothing more, nothing less. But his world turned upside down when a mysterious old woman insisted that a dozen should be 13, not 12. When Van Amsterdam refused, she put a curse on his thriving business. In need of a miracle, Van Amsterdam turned to St. Nicholas for help, and that's how an age-old Dutch legend from colonial New York gave birth to an honoured American custom. The tale of Van Amsterdam teaches us that a baker's dozen is not about cheating or skimping, but about ensuring fairness, even in the face of uncertainty. So the next time you receive 13 instead of 12 in a baker's dozen, remember, it's not a baker's mathematical miscalculation, but a historical nod to a time when bakers went the extra mile to keep their customers and themselves satisfied. A baker's dozen, then, is a testament to fairness, a symbol of extra care, and a piece of history we carry forward one loaf at a time.